recording.
All right.
Take one, podcast, high voltage, Sunday the 4th of October. Action.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Matty.
How are you?
Pretty good.
You good? What's going on? What's all this about?
I mean, we sort of don't have anything to play for our challenge sets today, so we're like,
Are you saying that this is a cop out?
maybe a slight cop out, maybe ever so slightly.
Nice, fun. This is the High Voltage Podcast.
But it's something we wanted to do anyway.
This is something we wanted to do. We're talking about it like it was actually one of the original ideas.
Yeah, it was like one of the first things we came up with. We're like, okay, we need to have a forum, essentially.
Yes,
A forum for this musical scene we're trying to cultivate.
exactly. Also, content
Yeah, content, yeah.
and podcasts. What, you just got to sit down and talk for 30 minutes? That's easy.
God, so easy.
Yeah,
we thought so until we started listing out topics.
yeah. So, oh yeah, that also probably should have put a little bit more effort into, but don't worry about it. That's the high voltage way in it.
Yeah.
Um,
Last moment fixes.
Yeah, exactly. So this potentially might never actually air, but all going well, it will. And
You'll see it maybe tonight.
maybe tonight, potentially. Chuck it on
Maybe
the...
maybe tonight. I think if we're going to do this, we should put it up tonight.
Yeah, all right. We'll watch it back afterwards and see how
Yeah.
it goes.
Cool. What topics did we write down? Well, you write down, and you refused to let me know, so we wouldn't talk about them before we started before we turned the microphones on.
Okay, well, no, first topic, which is not actually written down on here. I just want to talk about the fucking janky ass setup we've got
Oh yeah.
for this podcast.
Oh god, yeah.
So I've only got one XLR cable and I bought two microphones, assuming because Alex is also a muso, he would have at least one XLR. The boy did not. So
I've
we
never needed one.
so it took us 30 minutes just to get a microphone working at a reasonable level.
Yeah. So this microphone is USB powered, so it's being powered off my laptop, which is just there purely to power this microphone.
Yeah, and it's also aesthetic.
Yeah.
Look at this garbage all over this.
Yeah, let's get rid of the water. Oh, there goes the vape.
But I'm thirsty. Stay hydrated, folks.
Yes.
Also, don't forget to vote.
Yeah, vote.
I don't care who you vote for or what you're voting about. Just vote, because if you don't have a say, then you're wasting a democracy. Is that how that?
That's the thing. Like, if you don't vote, then what's the point? If you don't vote, you can't complain.
Exactly. Also, make something.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got here? How's your day been, Alex? In the meantime,
Pretty slow.
pretty slow.
Just sat around doing nothing.
Really?
Yeah, just watching history YouTube.
Oh, history. We did talk about history for a second.
Yeah, until I was like, nope, we need to stop talking about that. We need to wait until we got the microphones rolling.
Exactly. First topic I've got here, ironically, is the weed referendum.
Ah, yes.
Marijuana, sorry.
Cannabis.
Cannabis. Legalize it? I reckon probably a good idea. Number one, I don't even smoke weed that much. I used to quite a bit, and now I've fallen off the bandwagon bit, because now it's mainstream. So like, I gotta keep ahead of the game somehow.
So you've moved on.
Yeah, I've moved on. Now I'm a sober boy. That's not true. I smoked weed last night for the first time in like 2 weeks. Oh, no, sorry, 2 months.
Damn.
Yeah,
Must have been a decent tolerance break. I don't think I've gone that long in a long time.
I had like 2 puffs of a joint, and I was like, I'm gonna go to my desk and make some music.
Nice.
It's actually quite good. Did some mixing, but then I don't know if you've ever done this, but mixing while you're high, it's like you're listening to a completely different song.
I get super anxious when I make music high.
I don't making music. I find I can be a lot more creative, but I think because of when you're mixing a song, you're obviously just replaying the same thing over and over again, and your head's kind of getting into a space of
True,
like,
yeah. I can get into the flow when I'm high.
yeah.
But
I found myself tweaking just like side chain releases and attacks, like the minuscule amount, hoping that that would make it not sound what I'm hearing. But then I'm like, also I'm high, and I'm probably just like pranging out about all this shit.
no, I'll just like get to a point where it's just like I get overwhelmed by all the sounds.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, nah, I'm out.
No, especially when you've like got like 5 serum bases playing. You're like,
Oh,
oh my
you're
God.
like, nah, this is too much. This is too much noise. I can't decipher this.
Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. But no, yeah, I did a.
Hey, dad's side of the family. Now you know.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Oh, man, I hope it does get legalized because now this conversation is going to be like,
Incriminating.
it's not criminal. I mean, yeah, it is. Shit. Cut it out, but don't.
Yeah,
Leave it.
This is a special that will be aired if weed is legalized.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, we did it.
Everybody did it. Congratulations. Yeah, no, what I was going to say was last night, I got a lot back into mixing last night.
Oh yeah.
I haven't spent a lot of time mixing the last few years. I remember that was my biggest focus when I was producing, probably like 2016, because I wasn't well adverse with sound design and or building tracks themselves. So like my friend Huckable would always come over, and we'd make songs together, and basically he would take over as like the main producer, and I'd sit
Right.
and the oh shit.
Sorry.
Sorry, my bad. And I'd sit in the co-producer chair and
Right.
just be, like throw ideas at him, and then obviously he'll like.
So like
write it
early
all
days
up.
of contrast sort of style.
Yeah, exactly. But there's like day one shit.
Day
like,
one, yeah.
Producing, and basically we would like write songs, come up with ideas, put them all together, and then he would leave, and then I would go in and mix and EQ everything,
Right. Yeah.
and that's how like.
So you're
I
like
would
sort of the engineer.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's how I'd always like approach production, and then when I started becoming a lot more independent with production and not relying on other people, was when it sort of pulled me further away from that, and I started focusing more on other things, like I don't know, drum patterns and like
Right.
rhythm and the feel and grooves. But yeah, so last night I decided to focus a lot more back into the actual audio engineering side of it all.
Right. Like getting super technical with the frequencies and like carving out space for everything.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Like, oh my god, I was working on the Kids 2,
Mm-hmm.
and oh my lord, listening to it now, it's just like everything just sits. It's perfectly loud. It's like, I think it's sitting at like negative 4.9 lufs.
That's not loud enough though.
It's not loud
You've
enough.
got to get it to like negative 2.5
But
minimum.
I don't know. I was like watching a video, and they're like Spotify like has like different
Spotify likes negative 6 lofts.
Spotify likes -6.
Yeah, but no one follows that anymore.
Why not?
Because every track I find, I put it through my analyzer and it's coming out at negative 2 to 3 lofts.
Is that but I assume like when you're distributing, can you distribute different versions of the song to different
You can. I
platforms?
remember seeing a Twitter thread about this, and it's not advised. Apparently, what Spotify will do is if it'll just decrease the volume of your track down to negative 6 lofts. So you won't get like really gain or lose anything. You'll just have a less dynamic track overall at a lower volume.
Oh, okay. So
So essentially, it will just be like squish,
yeah, okay, interesting.
and like you get that. It's like Sunset by what's the
So like drum and bass track.
yeah that Sunset yeah.
Yeah.
That, like, I played that through an analyzer out of Spotify, and it was clipping in the analyzer.
Oh shit.
So, like, and I downloaded the MP3 file of it, and that entire track is clipping.
Interesting. I'm still trying to
Well, not
understand.
entire track.
Still trying to understand the logistics of mastering, as far as like, and like especially working with dubstep and EDM music.
Yeah.
It's inherently loud.
Oh, yeah.
And the point is for it to be very fucking loud.
And the thing is, it gets, like, competitively loud, where DJs will make it louder and louder each year, and if your track doesn't keep up with it, when
Yeah.
you bring it in a mix, it's going to be dead.
It's just, yeah, like what? I mean, at that point, I'm kind of struggling to. I'm like, do I just full out sell out to this
Loudness
loud
war.
off, and like loudness war, and try and make all my tracks as loud as fucking possible, and sacrifice all my dynamic range with the track itself, or do I keep the dynamic range and and my respect as a musician for myself?
I think the key is balance. Like, take some tracks you want the dynamic range in, but for those tracks you really want to go hard, go hard.
True. Yeah.
Like if you're making like fit the genre you're making.
Yeah.
If you're making EDM, you're making it loud. If you're making like low key house, you're not making it quite so loud. You're making it more around the negative six lofts.
Yeah. Trying to make it.
You're keeping it sort of toned down, peaceful.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
that's how I approach it at least.
That's a good way of putting it. I guess I just sort of end up generalizing a little bit too often, but no, I respect that. But yeah, mixing, crazy shit.
Yeah, fuck.
I watched a video. This guy, sorry,
I had nothing.
he's talking about, and like these are all things that I knew and I had already learned before, but obviously, and not putting it into practice, sort of lost a lot of that. I guess muscle memory.
Yeah, I'm finding that a lot with my production at the moment. A lot of it's me relearning.
Yeah, but it was great. Like, in saying that, I was messaging you last night about it actually. About I was using TDR Nova.
Yeah.
As a de-esser, and I remember the first time I downloaded that was in, I think it was like 2017.
Yeah, and then you got on that.
And and then no shit, the song, which was so I'm using TDR Nova ironically on the new version of Kids. Oh, not Kids. No, it was
it
To
wasn't-
Hear.
Yeah,
It was a song that I made with Grace and the guy, I can't remember his name.
I thought it was just you, vocalist. And you never mentioned there's another producer in the mix.
No, that song was like a it was an assignment.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically in our course we studied music, doing music technology.
That's how we met.
Yeah, no, crazy. There were 3 majors to the course. There was a practice major, tech major, and a industry major. Practice students, obviously, instruments, drums, live bands, composition and songwriting. Tech students.
What everyone should have done.
What I applied for, but I didn't apply for. Sorry, I auditioned for it and I got in, but I got convinced to go into the tech major because they're like, "Oh, you're a producer. You'll like this area more."
They were wrong.
Yeah, well, they weren't. Like, I get where they were coming from, but I think they just failed to understand where I was coming from. So, like, my approach to that course was to join and learn better songwriting and
Yeah,
understand,
become a better artist.
yeah, understand composition better and performance as well.
Become a better, well-rounded artist. Like that's
Yeah.
what, and that's the thing. There's artist development and the practice side of it, and that's I think what a lot of us would have benefited from.
Exactly. And sorry, we'd get on tangents here, but yeah. So, in this assignment, we had obviously one person from each major. We all came together and we got assigned roles. The practice major was the artist. Tech major was the engineer, I think.
You were the tech artist, the tech students. I hope you know.
Yeah, or yeah, I think you were the engineers, and then the industry was the producer. And it ended up just being me doing everything, and not everything, but backtracking here. But
It's not throwing you under the bus.
yeah, but the other guy in our group, he wasn't actually a music major. He was taking that course as a elective,
Right.
and he was actually a design major. So it was cool to have him on the board to have like somebody different, a different understanding of music. But I just think he wasn't too sure how to really.
Outside the perspective of music, really.
Yeah, it was hard to work with, and then it ended up me just being at home with everything that we'd recorded in the studio, and throwing together a track. But yeah, that track I used the de-esser on from Tokyo Dawn
Yeah,
Records.
'cause I was like, hey, I found this DSO, I started using it. You should use this. Then you started using it.
I started using it, put it on that track, released that track, and then I released that track that night. I went and had a shower. I came back and I had a message from Tokyo Dawn Records, and they were like, "Hey, we really like this song. Can we put it in one of our albums?" It's like a Heart Volume 4, I think it is. Which my music's still out there on TDR Nova Heart Volume 4, track like 16 maybe. It's an Elector 2 here.
Yeah, I remember us both being like, do they know somehow that you use that plugin?
I remember when I was like talking to Mark, when he's one of the owners of TDR. He was I was messaging him. Obviously, I was like freaking out because I got a song signed, and then I messaged him back, and I was just like, "Oh, by the way, I used your TDR Nova. I found it the night before I released this, put it on this track, and then I thought you guys found me through that." And he's like, "Oh no, that's just a small world coincidence." So yeah,
It's wild.
TDR Nova, man, shit's crazy. And I had no idea what I was fucking doing back then. And now when I'm using it, it all makes like so much
You can
more
sort
sense.
of plug into it and be like, I know what you're doing now.
Yeah, I was like, there's harsh frequencies, the S's. I'm like, what part of the S is like harshness, and it's like that 10K range.
10K to 6K.
Yeah, so you just like put it in there, equal it out the fucking curve, and then just drop the threshold by like a bunch, and then it's so much cleaner.
I've just started using. I was telling you last night, but I just started using the Ableton compressor. Like, 'cause I did used to use TDR each time I needed to do de-essing, but I found it was just quicker to use the Ableton compressor because it has the ability to compress a certain frequency.
Just the standard inbuilt.
Yeah, the standard
Compressor.
inbuilt compressor. And that's what I use on like all Crystal's vocals, everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. How does I haven't actually looked at it too much. I literally just use that compressor for compressing or sidechain.
There's a few presets, and I just like went through that. I just literally like searched up de-esser.
That's why I need to. I always like go through the plugins list and I just grab the default and just chuck it on there.
Yeah, I do that most of the time as well.
Yeah.
That's like my go-to way of doing it. But I have like over the time like just found a few presets that I just go to occasionally.
That's smart. I need to go through those presets actually.
Like the famous Yo Man.
Yo Man, yep. Was that in that video?
Yeah.
It was like if you don't have Ableton, you're fucked or some shit like
No, it's like if you don't know what Yo Man is, open up your Ableton. If you don't have Ableton, I can't help you.
that. Yeah. I kind of love that idea about a lot of the EDM scene as far as producers go. They're like, if you have this preset, use it. If you don't, I don't know what it does or how it's working, but it makes it sound cool, so we put it on everything.
No, this is EDM production. This preset make go yoink. I know how to tweak these things to make it go yoink better in my way.
Yeah. And then everyone releases songs and become famous, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
Wait for
And
it.
here I am just being like, okay, sine wave, square wave, and I'm just like, I'm gonna make everything from scratch still because that's my mindset still.
You put a wave table on it. You know what they say?
Just okay. If you want to copy my sound, it's just corpus. All of it's just corpus.
I've tried using Corpus and I still don't really understand what I'm doing.
Perfect. Keep it that way. It's my secret.
I know how it works and I know how to make it work, but every time I put it on anything, it just doesn't do what I want it to do.
Have you found the sidechain feature yet?
Guess what? I know what I'm doing tomorrow night. Number one, going through presets. Number two, sidechain feature on Corpus.
Well, it's not sidechain. It's frequency tracking.
Is the thing? Because I'm sitting there trying to fucking like fine tune the little frequency.
Yeah.
Because
If you twirl it open like you're doing compressor to sidechain with compressor, there's a little like frequency track thing. You just select the MIDI instrument you want it to follow.
oh, for fuck's sake! and obviously like I'm using like a wireless Logitech mouse with like 5 DPI.
Ooh.
So every time I'm like trying to move, like trying to get slight, I forget that you can like shift, isn't it? Or is it alt and you get like
Yeah, one of those.
adjustments?
Yeah.
Okay, well there goes my.
I just type
Like,
stuff in usually. Or use arrow keys. If I'm trying to be fine.
True. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Maybe I was too in the zone. I just wasn't thinking. But now that I know that, I'm gonna go back and fix that.
Yeah, it's like, great. You're gonna steal my sound now.
I'm not gonna steal your sound.
Nah, you.
Hello, my name is.
So we're just gonna do a personality switch at some point because you've been putting your visuals up behind me. Like Pig was last night. No, Pig on Friday night was. I keep saying last night as if we.
You left it on XCVI, and then I was
okay, yes.
doing the camera thing. Oops. Shit.
Well, I faded down the visuals and I was hoping you would queue up new visuals, but yeah, I can see your point.
I was busy trying to chat with our guests,
Fair.
and it was a bit of a fuck around anyway.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I wasn't meant to even play that night.
Yeah, I can't believe my set just was gone.
It's because your laptop crashed and Tractor was just like, oh, we don't remember what happened here. It's happened to me before on my laptop as well.
Okay, I thought you were just calling me out right there. My shit fucking
No,
great laptop.
My laptop's like getting pretty shit somehow as well. We need to do that. We need to do that computer maintenance day.
Computer fix day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Walk in and be like, okay, let's fix everything.
The good thing is like after I changed all my launch on startup options, so like before everything on my laptop would just launch as soon as my computer turned on.
Yep.
because I was used to having a fast PC, and then realized that's not ideal because now Ableton won't launch unless I go through, close everything, wait like 5 minutes, and then pray to God that it opens.
You're just like, okay, and everything that's using RAM and CPU resources, let's just get rid of you.
Yeah.
I just realized how, like, we're getting very technical with this podcast.
Yeah. Well, it's like what?
Yeah.
It's the High Voltage Podcast.
What are you here for?
Yeah.
Let us know what you're here for.
Yeah, write it in the comments. If you want us to talk about anything in particular, if you have any questions about how myself and Alex either produce or work, either DJing or producing or anything else, because you do a lot of 3D.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do all the visuals for this.
Yeah, Alex does fucking everything.
Yeah, I just learn things,
and I'm just here to exploit that.
I'm here to exploit your hard work.
Yeah. Oh, wait, so Alex does all the visuals and all like the tech side of everything, pretty much. And I
am system administrator.
Yeah, and then I do like organization of guests and basically what we do most days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does like sort of cross over a bit. I mean, I organize a couple of guests and...
Yeah, exactly. Like, obviously we try not to restrict ourselves to certain things because I don't want this to turn into like a very, like, it would work much better if we had it in like streamlined, you do this, and keep it that way, and then just keep the ball rolling. But I feel like we'll lose a lot of creative outlets that way.
Yeah.
And I don't want to restrict our creativeness.
Where I'd quite like to go with this is I'd like to have that sort of streamlinedness, but it's like not closed off.
Yeah.
Like we have a pipeline of what's happening every week, but it's more flexible in who does it.
Yes. I guess like the only thing that like restricts us in that sense is obviously making like visuals or...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's certain things that will be our fortes.
Yeah.
Like you're far more practical on the design front.
Right.
And like you can make things in that sense much better than I can. I can do 3D stuff.
Yeah. So like we're still like working out the how would you put it, the
logistics
of collaborating as artists, even though we've been doing this for like 2-3 years now, working together.
Coming up for a whole 3 years,
but I think this is the first time that
it's coming up 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, because 2017
through to 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Whoa. Oh my goodness, look at that. Holy shit.
Yeah, start of 2017.
Yeah.
And then like,
18,
it's like
19.
off and on for 4 years we've been working on stuff together.
Yeah, but I think this is the most that we've ever actually like delved into a project.
Yeah, we're actually like doing the work.
Yeah.
Contrast was very much like, we're doing a thing.
Yeah.
We're not sure exactly what we're doing, but now we're like, we're doing this. This is what's happening.
Also, a side note for anybody who doesn't know, Contrast was the name of our duo production / DJ
DJ
duo, yeah. So we tried to put together we had a night in my hometown, and we got drunk and went to the beach, and we sat there reminiscing over music, and we're like, let's make a DJ duo. Let's do music together. Let's work together. We can do this.
Yeah. And then very hungover, we both got on the bus and
yeah, we had like a fucking 8-hour bus ride home. And we're like, yeah, we're gonna work on music the entire way home. Nah, bro. That was probably one of the worst days of my life.
Oh yeah, like I was like, oh, we'll do some music or something. I held out hope the entire day, like, but I knew that we're not going to do anything because I just felt like absolute garbage.
Yeah. Oh bloody hell. So yeah, that was Contrast.
Yeah.
And now this is sort of the rebirth / reimagine.
Yeah. This is just like a much broader take on what we originally thought we were going to do.
Yeah. I like to think that everything that I've been doing this year as far as music and project-wise is just everything that I wanted to do like 3-4 years ago, but with the knowledge that I have now. Mm-hmm. Like Kids 2 is a reimagined version of Kids, which is a song on my SoundCloud, which was released like 2017. Mm-hmm.
In fact, like I remember I played that song at that Ahopi gig.
Did you play Kids on?
Yeah, because like all your family was there, and they're like, oh, like it's like play Kids, and I had it on my computer. I was like, oh yeah, sure.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I was pretty drunk, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was my that was it was my last day of work before I came back to Wellington because I was there for the summer break, and it was my last day of actually working there. And they wanted me to come back like every summer for the like rest of my life, and I was like, no, fuck that.
You are here now.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, on my last day, I did like the last 3 Fridays of working there. I did this Friday night takeover thing where I just turned it into like a club. And then on the last night, I got Alex to fly up.
Nah, bust up.
Oh, you bust up?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Alex bust up to Obi to play a set, like a, 2-3 hour set?
Yeah, it'd been 3 hours.
Yeah. And I pretty much they gave me a bottle of whiskey on my last day, and that was a terrible idea. Yeah. And they gave it to me when I started work.
That's not how you do it.
I know. The manager came in. She's like, "Here, this is a leaving present." She's like, "I'd love to stick around and hang out with you, but I got to go home." And I was like, "Oh, that's fair enough. Thanks for coming."
So what I'm hearing is you got alcohol and a lack of supervision.
Yeah. And then my other coworkers were like, "Oh, well, she's gone. Surely you do a shot now." And I was like, "Well, what are you gonna do?" And then I just kept drinking. Yeah,
Explains a lot.
it was great. I exploited that place real bad. This is very illegal, by the way. I'm very aware of that. I worked as a duty manager for like the last 2 years of my life, and been working at Hospo for like 10 years. So I'm aware of the logistics of how illegal that is, but it's Hospo, and it was in a small town. Nobody gave a fuck. And by the end of the night, it was pretty much just me, you, my family, and my workmates and their friends. And we're just pretty much partying in this.
Yeah, we pretty much just like use it as a function.
Yeah, it was great. It was a fucking great time. Didn't have to cost anything.
Yeah.
In fact, I got paid extra for it.
I got paid.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
I got paid a decent amount too.
I was like, we have to pay him. They're like, how much do we have to pay him? I'm like, well, he's flying up here, so quite a bit. And they're like, all right. They don't have to know.
Like, yeah, I actually paid $40 for my bus ticket there and back.
Hey, Trevor or Phyllis, whoever the manager was at that point, you didn't hear that.
Yeah. Oh, this podcast, we've already got to cut so much stuff, but also,
I don't think we should cut any of it.
Nah.
It's all fucking gold.
Yeah, we've been going for like 25 minutes now.
Is there, really?
Yeah, we didn't even touch any of the topics, but I think, how about we get into a couple of the topics?
Yeah, all right. Let's see what we got. Oh, actually, I've got a good one. Since this is high voltage, right? We're looking to release some music, Alex.
Oh, yes.
Would you like to delve into some details about that?
Do
Not
we-
give away too much, but what?
Yeah,
Maybe what's coming up in the next month or two?
next month or two. Do we want to announce some releases now, or do we want to keep those under covers? Because I was thinking about announcing some on Friday.
Announcing something Friday?
Yeah, I've got a plan to announce something Friday
Right.
on the stream.
Okay.
Tune into that.
Yeah, tune in to stream Friday night,
Announcements.
8 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time.
We've got coming in.
We'll talk about that after.
We'll talk about that after. Okay, redacted.
Yeah, hard cut.
That's gonna be a hard cut right there.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that one. But yes, no. I mean, like I've already. Basically, we're looking to release some music.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I mean, we're both artists, so obviously.
Obviously, yeah. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, we've got music to release, and we want to, ideally, do it as soon as possible. But also, we need to think about the logistics of actually.
And do it properly.
Yeah, distributing and making sure that we've got music hitting the playlists as well. So on Spotify,
Yes.
that's a big part, which we need to do a little bit of research.
Play
into.
the game.
Yeah, play the game. Don't let the game play you.
Mm-hmm.
Big part of music. But yeah, I know you've got what 2
I've got 2 solid IDs under my belt right now.
that potentially are or are not coming out in the next 1 to 10 years.
Okay, I didn't release anything. No, I released 2 things softly to 2 things softly to SoundCloud last year.
Mm-hmm.
No, 1 thing softly to SoundCloud last year, and then 2 things earlier this year. It was this is part of high voltage for me is really just getting back onto the ball.
Yeah, I mean, and like in all fairness, I haven't. Well, the last song I released was "Kids" in 2017, and then but then like in between then and now, it has not really been like heavy production for myself. It's been a lot of just Well, because I switched after kids. I switched to Ableton because I was using Fruity Loops beforehand.
True.
And pretty much the last 2 years have been me trying to catch back up with Ableton, but also working full time as a bartender and duty manager and bar manager during the summer.
Yeah.
I kind of fell away from it.
Yeah, and I was constantly just coming and being like, hey, we should work on music. We should work on music.
Let's make music. And I'm like, I can't. I'm busy. I'm drunk all the time. I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, I don't know how either.
You got to do it sometimes, you know. At least have a year of your life that you just throw away. I don't regret it.
I was just sitting around getting stoned.
Yeah, see, you got high, I got drunk.
Yeah. It's much of a muchness, really.
Yeah, we're both as unproductive as each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're looking to release some music because obviously with High Voltage coming out, I keep saying obviously. I shouldn't. I feel like that's
Obviously, you must know all this.
Yeah.
This podcast serves no purpose because you know all this already.
obviously. So yeah, we're looking to release some tracks in the coming month or two. I'd say keep an eye on our Instagram and Facebook for more information on that.
Yeah.
At high_vault_ on both Instagram and Facebook. Or actually, I'm pretty sure on Facebook it's High Voltage Entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it gave me that one.
Sick.
Yeah, it might be High Volt Entertainment.
Okay. Well,
I'll double check it.
get back to you.
Yeah, so that's releases. And then we've got a few guests lined up to come on the show as well. A lot of them that we're still working out the kinks because not all of them are going to be DJs.
Yeah, no, we want to keep this interesting and fresh. We don't want to just be just EDM, just
Yeah.
anything, really. We want high voltage is...
Don't want to like funnel ourselves into
Yeah.
a certain area of music, as I feel like that'll restrict us as far as progressing further wherever we may go with this.
Yeah.
So yeah, try not to restrict us to anything, leaving options open, but also not chasing every single dream we have
Yeah.
right now, because we know that we have to,
Actually do them.
yeah, hone into at least, well, I think we like say like 3 ideas, hone in on those,
Yeah.
and then once those come through and succeed, obviously.
Yeah, obviously they're going to succeed.
Yeah. And then from that point, we can move on to another 3. And I think that'll be a good sort of structure for our workflow.
You're getting a quick insight into our meetings.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is
This is a roundabout meeting for high voltage that we're recording and sending out to you.
yeah, it's great actually.
This is, yeah.
No, I don't think none of, actually. I think pretty sure we covered most of the topics on this.
Did we just like naturally get to them?
I think so. Weed referendum.
Yeah, we bounced off of that one.
Music production. History.
We got our history.
Our history. That was mostly what I was referring to when I was talking about history. Janky podcast setup,
Yep.
which we talked about.
Yeah, cover that.
Releases.
Nice.
And the only other one I have on here is Daddy Subtronics.
Yes. Where's the kendama?
Where is it?
There's the kendama.
We get it.
Can I do it first try?
Can you?
No, I cannot.
Alex cannot. For those of you who are
Audio listeners.
audio listeners, we're playing with a kendama right now.
And I failed.
Yeah, so this is very riveting.
Very riveting content for you audio listeners. Oh, first try. For you audio listeners, first try. I can confirm. And now Media's dabbing.
Thanks for that. For those of you who are hearing impaired,
Running commentary.
dab.
For those of you who are hearing impaired, we will generate subtitles. I'm not doing that. It's so much work.
Yeah, in the future, I definitely want to have everything accessible to everybody.
As accessible as possible, yeah. But right now, when it's a team of 2 of us,
Yeah,
we're sorry we have to prioritize.
it's we got a lot of work.
Yeah.
As far as, and I mean like having a live DJ stream. I don't want to sound insensitive,
I wasn't even thinking about that, yeah.
but a live DJ stream you could watch, I guess. But
Yeah, like I mean, if you're watching our live DJ streams and you
Yeah.
are hearing impaired, I really appreciate it because it means you really like my visuals.
yeah, and I hope whoever is hearing this that could maybe translate. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope you like the visuals because we do put quite a bit of work into those visuals.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, so like obviously there's some days that we are sort of trying out new things.
Yeah.
And
I've got a new visual idea actually
you do
for my release. No, screw it. For my release.
for your release.
Yeah, my release that is maybe coming up in the near future, maybe not, maybe keeping it somewhat vague.
This is the audio definition of tiptoeing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, while I'm talking, not give away too much, but
Right.
also just like hint enough. Like, but anyway,
You got it. Keep on the edge, and you're on the edge of your seats.
Ooh.
This Sunday coming up.
this Friday.
It's Friday coming up.
So I've hopefully I'll get these visuals sorted.
Mhm.
Move away from the microphone, please.
Sorry.
So I've got an idea for these visuals. It's going to be some animal shooting lightning from its eyes.
That's very electricity
Exactly.
aesthetic of you.
Yes.
Bold choice.
So like, I'm thinking like a mixture of like, have you seen Beeple's renders?
No.
He does daily renders on Instagram and he'll post, so every day in Cinema 4D,
Yeah.
he makes something and he posts it up to his Instagram.
I think I might have heard something about this, or maybe I watched the podcast and they talked about it.
Quarter Digital did a thing with him.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
That guy. So he makes these very, very vivid, like
Sort of like
scenes.
abstracty, right?
Very abstract, but also
Yeah.
like he's been doing very political ones recently where it's like very grotesque,
Ooh.
like renders of Trump, all very grotesque.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, by the way.
he's not dead
Wow.
yet.
I mean, it's not my place to say anything about the state of the American government,
Yeah.
but you done fucked up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anyway,
But
we'll move away from that.
Yeah, we're gonna keep our nice Pacific distance from that.
Yeah, God bless Auntie Cinda. God. Okay.
Anyway, I've got visual ideas. I want to make this visual specifically for the release. So when I play it in the live stream on Friday, and be like, this song is coming out this day.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I can be like, check it out, and those visuals will be the same as the cover art.
Nice. That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, speaking of cover art and visuals, my album artwork, well, not album artwork, but single artwork is now underway for Kids too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
exciting.
So we're exchanging mood boards, which is very, very fun.
Look at you working with other people for your visuals.
I know. Well, I was like, honestly, I would do it, but I don't have Photoshop. And like, the guy who's going to be doing it, he's been like, I think I met him in like 2007 when I was in intermediate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was like, what, 11 or 10? Something
Depends.
like that. Yeah. But basically, he was like one of my best friends through high school. And then when I moved to Wellington, throughout high school, I studied design and illustration, typography, and all that jazz. I didn't really get into music until after high school, which was quite interesting. But yeah, he's been on my ass for the last like 2 years trying to do visuals for my music because he just wants to do it.
Nice. So, like, is he going to do moving visuals as well? Because it'd be really cool to get some new.
I don't know. He probably won't do moving visuals, mainly because he's a static artist. But potentially, we could get him to render whatever he does down to separate
layers so we can then
separate layers.
animate
and then
them. Yeah, that sounds good.
Do like a Kanye West power.
Yep.
Yeah, like that sort of shit. So yeah, that's quite exciting. He hasn't sent me anything yet, but as far as
I'm playing the kendama a little bit.
nailed it. Yeah, Alex is kendamaing right now. He's going for a spike.
Got
Nailed
it.
it. Yeah, just waiting on that to come through. I've got I kind of want it all done by like the next couple of weeks,
Yeah.
which is not really enough time in all fairness. It's a lot of stress on him as far as getting something that I want, but also because I know that it's such short time and short notice, I'm happy to take something that I'm not particularly wanting. No, maybe not that, but I'm happy to settle with him taking like full creative control of it. Obviously, just going with the small themes that I've given him.
Give him like a very like give him a brief that he can just follow, and then I'm sure he'll come up with something. That
Yeah,
will-
and I sent him the song, and basically I told him, I was like, I just want it to fit the theme of the song, and it's very
Yeah.
like big and orchestral, and
Yeah.
I don't know, I have this like idea of like royalty and like gold and white, like a pale blue. So
That's like half of my aesthetic with some of my stuff as well, just like that very regal look.
yeah,
That's why I like the purple and gold.
yeah, you're very royalty like. Yeah, you should see all the shit he's got. Good shit.
This is
White ass screen monitor. Goodness gracious. Man's got. You walk in here, Alexa. Don't listen to me. Never mind.
no, go away, Alexa.
Go away. Go away.
Did you mean main lights?
No, I did not mean the
I
main
mean,
lights.
that's what you were about to do.
I was going to say that, but I don't mean it.
Sorry, I didn't.
Alexa, go away.
Leave us
Go away.
alone.
Should have muted that
That's
thing.
not supported on this device.
Alexa.
I'm gonna go shut up Alexa real quick.
Okay.
It did it itself.
It did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did it itself.
Question.
Yep.
As far as the podcast goes,
Mm-hmm.
how long do we want to make this?
Well, we did originally aim for half an hour, but I feel like we've actually gone over that at this point.
Potentially.
I'll go have a quick peek.
Yeah. Have a look.
Yep, we're up to 41 minutes.
41 minutes. I think we can probably round this off now.
Yep, but don't
And-
overextend ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. Because save some topics for next time.
I could keep going, but I think we probably should.
Yeah. Just cut it off for now.
Yeah.
Don't want to drain you.
Don't want to fatigue.
Fatigue. I'm ready for D. Yeah. Welcome to the High Voltage Podcast, where we can't afford seats
Yet.
yet.
But yeah, if you want to see anyone on this podcast, we would quite like to have some guests on, don't you think?
Absolutely. I know quite a few other people that we've been working with would quite possibly be interested.
Yep. Need to
Um,
get some more microphones.
we'll need to get more microphones. Either that or just set up a room mic overheads.
Yeah, we could probably just set this microphone stand up with the shotgun mic on it.
Yeah. Quality would probably dip a little bit.
A little bit.
Clarity, but
But also, I think it would still hold up.
yeah, like it'll do for the time being.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Eventually, we'll have all those like Shure microphones, proper seats.
The big like Donkey Dick Rhodes.
What?
Donkey Dick Rhodes.
Oh no, I was thinking of the Shure, the one that Andrew Huang has.
Yes.
Whole of those. Those
Yeah.
I want one of those.
Okay.
I want one of those so bad.
All right. Well, until then, we're gonna work with this shit.
Yeah.
But thank you for tuning into the High Voltage Podcast.
The
This is,
first episode.
pilot episode.
Yeah. Pilot. I forgot that's the whole concept.
Yeah, exactly. If you like it, let us know. If you don't, also let us know.
Yeah, do let us know.
If you do like it though, subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. Tune into the streams Friday and Sunday. Friday at 8 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time and Sunday at 4 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time. We're supposed to be streaming today, but we decided to do this instead.
I
So-
think we should keep Sunday a bit more open for like podcast days and stream days. Maybe not make the podcast every week even,
True.
because that would like at least to begin with we can make the podcast every other week.
Yeah.
Like challenge stream every other week, podcast every other week.
Yeah, that's because like that was the idea with like trying to break the obviously getting more artists in to fill space, because doing 2 sets a week
Is
every
yeah.
week for eternity
Yeah.
gets a little bit draining. So like the idea was to like break down these streams into certain like different challenges and podcasts, or I don't know, we'll maybe do like gaming streams.
Definitely.
Yeah, we've got Rocket League set up on the Xbox now, and that's lit. Sorry, PlayStation.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, there's plenty of different ideas and concepts that we have for content. We're basically just going to start rolling them all out, and whatever lands.
Yep.
Probably stick with them for like a month,
We're
couple
gonna
months or two.
throw things at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, exactly. It's like with spaghetti.
Mm-hmm. Spaghetti? What are you doing with spaghetti?
Do you not know that? To check if spaghetti's cooked. It's not like I don't do it.
Yeah.
But it's a thing that if spaghetti is cooked, if you throw it at the wall and it sticks, that means it's cooked. If it doesn't stick, it's not cooked.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. So if you come over next time and there's spaghetti over the wall,
The entire wall's full of spaghetti.
no, it's gonna be it's gonna be an art piece.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
throw spaghetti at the wall, then just like shape it.
Yeah. Oh, you could actually
Eat-
do some cool shit with
And each time you cook, and like, because spaghetti will dry itself as well if you just leave it there.
Yeah, and then get some hairspray
Mm-hmm.
over it, peel it off, and then you could like put it up in the fucking Wellington Art Museum.
Yeah, and just like,
I
and just
got it.
like, and like maybe just like hang it with some fishing lines so it looks like it's just suspended there.
Yeah, nylon. All right, there
That's
we
your
go.
ideas.
There's some more content. Don't steal that.
We're gonna be throwing spaghetti at the walls later, apparently.
Yep. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for watching. Like
Thanks
I
for
said,
watching. Thanks for listening.
End.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.